Well, hello everyone, and welcome to another video by Fitness Technology Services. So today is another service call video, and I'm going to be changing this walk belt on an X32i incline trainer. So I thought before I do that, I'd show you the directions that came with the belt. So here's the front page of the directions. Hold on for one second. Here is the back page of the directions. So you can freeze that, take a look at that, but I'm going to go ahead and change this thing. So let's get started and we'll see how the directions are. Hello everyone, and welcome to another video by Fitness Technology Services. So today we're going to be working on kind of a beast. We're going to change this walking belt on this incline trainer 32i, all right, X32i. So there's a look at the belt. I'm gonna let you guys see how much work this is, and let's get started. All right, so here we go. The first thing is we're gonna just pop this little cover off. So so far so good. Matter of fact, easy. I guess it looks like this inner cover's got to come off. You want me to get your flashlight?
Yeah, I'm gonna need a green light in there.
Let me get my drill set up. I see you've upgraded your drill some.
Well, I forgot it one day, so I had to buy a new one. That's what I do.
Well, that's a good reason to upgrade, right?
I've only got 5 of them now.
Yeah, don't worry, I'm like that too.
This is me stripped.
We'll have to play with that. I got a bunch of torque fits and stuff.
No, not the head. The actual screw itself is just spinning.
Full pressure on it though.
That's right.
Once I don't get my side out, I'm gonna lift it off. Alright, so that give it pressure. Yeah. Pull up. A little more, hang on. Come back over here and go.
See, the screw just spinning. See? The screw's still in there. Just spinning.
Right, so I guess the next thing I'm going to advise doing is once you get the hood completely off, you can see it was mounted by 4 screws holding it down. I don't think there's any need to have power on at this point, so I'm going to go ahead and turn power off. And don't forget, it's always safe to turn power off for you. Except for now we might need to incline this to get to the, we got to take this off.
Are they underneath?
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
I can see.
Yeah, I feel screwed. Because this don't fold, right?
No, see this? It's got screws. Look, right there in the front.
Yeah, but that's for this piece. Oh, no. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah. I think this is that. Because this don't fold. So let me turn it back on. Let's incline it.
Yeah, the screws are in there. They're on the side. See what they're doing in the back.
Okay. So in order to get these side rails off, I'm going to have to incline this machine. We remove the hood, but there's no screws for this side rail. So hang on one second. I'm going to incline this. So obviously I had to turn it back on in order to incline it. That's why it's called an incline trainer. It certainly goes up. All right. So let's see if the screws for mounting the side rail are underneath. There's got to be some way to slide that off. All right, so let me check that and I'll get right back with you. So we had to incline this machine up. The only way to get to these screws, it is what it is, so to speak. This one seems too fat. Yeah, gotta do something.
That's all you're doing today too?
No, I gotta go the control out of a Life Fitness T7.
You gotta do what to it?
Take the control out.
Oh. Alright, I got this rail's off. And that's it. Right there. That's not too bad. Did you get the back one?
Yeah, I got the
You
back.
used a screw gun for the rest.
Really?
Yeah, I did.
No, I always got one of you. Definitely I can do the last two where the incline's a little taller. Higher, I guess the Lord did. Alright. So as you can tell, these rails are mounted from underneath you.
It's just like most road tracks.
Yeah, lately, that didn't used to be this way 20 years ago. You're must be shorter than mine. How'd you? All right, there we go. Well, that's a little quicker than here. All right, so 4 screws on the bottom of each side. Think we need to loosen up these sides or just your side for this?
I can slide it in, right?
Huh?
If I just slide the belt on.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. And I can loosen up a little bit if you already got the bit in place.
I'm just doing the small because the one on the ends are bigger.
Oh, okay. What size alum is that?
This is a 4.
4.
That's probably 6. I'm surprised I went to metric. I was standing Nordic Track.
Nordic Track was, yeah.
Metric may not fit that one. Did you try that one I had? Yeah.
Oh, the one you have in your hand. Oh,
No, this one's too small. I don't have standard sockets. I only have metric. But I have standard manual.
Yeah, I have standard manual too.
Yeah, it's a.
It's mine are hard to read now. At this point, I'm using so much. If it's a standard, it'll be a 7/16. That's what they normally are.
I think that's what it is. 5/16 actually.
Is it 5/16?
Yeah. I just got nothing bottomed up.
Yep.
13 mil.
Probably, yep.
Half inch, whatever you want to call it.
Yep. Doesn't matter anymore, does it?
Alright, so while you do that then, why don't you give me your setup for this and I'll just loosen these up a little bit. If they even need it. A lot of times you can lift these decks up. But it's the same standard deck, so really it just has a lot more electronics in it. And it goes up a lot higher, but it looks like the same standard thing, really.
My nut goes downstairs. Alright, so get that one
What do you have set up for these? I want to loosen those up. Right there, give me your wrench.
These nuts are easy to get to on this one, you know?
Yeah, the nuts are impossible, aren't they? Can't put your hand in there. Yeah, you're right. There's like a little slot to get to them in there.
Yeah, for once. Usually you gotta dig your hand over there and tear it up on the plastic.
Right. All right, so while he's removing those, I'm going to I always like to mark where the rear roller sits, so I have an idea where to put the belt back. Doesn't mean it's going to be exactly that way because this belt's older, but okay. And just a reminder, once you have it inclined up, don't forget to turn the machine back off, like I did.
Nuts and bolts on the bottom, you can never always bounce and you do fine.
Yeah, I agree. Let me borrow your
You need 13?
you're open since you already have it, yeah. Metric is usually better than standard, really.
Well, it depends on the size. Those are actually half-inch nuts.
Yeah, it does depend on the size, but metric usually has more points of contact. And the wrenches, like standard ones will have like 4 little points of contact. And metric will have 8 or 10 little points of contact. And sometimes that helps.
Yeah.
Alright, so you gotta hold this bottom nut here. And Dan's already moved the other side. So I just want to loosen these just to make the belt pull up a little easier. Alright. So we ready now to take the rear roller out, huh?
You took those out, right?
Took what out?
The bolts out of the rollers? Oh, you didn't take
No, that's next. Alright. So the next thing is we got to remove the rear roller. So hang on one second. Alright, so the next thing we're going to do is remove the rear roller. For some reason none of us have, especially me. Let's see if I can find something. Yeah, it looks good.
If you spin it.
Just not as quick, right? So as you can see, we're going to do these manually.
Keep saying I'm going to set standard size.
Alright, got him. It's just that you already started on it.
Still not good now. Something with that other wrench. Here's the little one I had out. That was for something else, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think that was the same one, wasn't it?
hide that from? Oh, here it is.
Oh, yeah. All right. So we got to take the rear roller out.
Rear roller out.
Now we're going to take you over to the front roller. Basically, it's just the same thing. I don't have it marked because this front roller lined up right with a hole that's in the frame. So we're just going to put it back to that. We may have to adjust it a little bit, but
Pretty much dead center. Actually.
yeah, it's pretty much dead center. That's what I thought too. That's why I didn't bother marking it. And where I would mark it is where that hole is. So what's the point?
Yeah, it's pretty much dead center.
All right, so
My 13.
oh, for the nut on the bottom.
Yeah, it's got a jam nut.
Give it back to the hat. You sure? Oh, here you go. All right, so on the front roller, it's also got a nut, but pretty much
7/16.
7/16. So that wasn't yours? So while he takes the front roller out, I'm going to see if I can't find an impact. Make it at least a little quicker putting it back.
Buddy lives in his neighborhood.
I figured you'd know somebody around here. This is kind of your old stomping
You ever heard
ground.
of Danny Nagel?
Who?
Danny Nagel?
For some reason I want to say yes. Why? Who is he?
So, he was a World Series pitcher for the Yankees.
Okay. Yeah.
He has a house in here.
Well, that would make sense.
Yeah, he doesn't live in it. He lives in Denver.
Really?
His brother lives in it.
All right. So the next thing we need to do is remove the front roller. He's
And the
taking the
belt.
bolt out. Yeah. Bolt out for the belt. All right. So now it should just be a matter of sliding this out. You want my razor? We can cut the old
I
one.
got it. We can do that.
Just make it-
I was getting nervous doing that. Face belt on 50.
Okay. Okay, let's measure the belt first.
Came from that. Came from them, right?
Yes, it came from
I feel a little better. I've only had one that didn't fit in my whole time doing this. It was like 6 inches too short, remember that?
Oh wow, that's too much. Yeah, I did.
I'm trying-
I've had a couple of them.
And I had one that came from Seoul, but I did,
Right.
the one that I did, I forget what, it was recent, but it was so tight that I literally had to stand on the rear roller to get the pop in.
I've had one like that too.
It was from Seoul. It was actually a Seoul replacement. I'll show you my trick to slide the belt on. Oh, I gotta give you. I don't know how to do it.
Huh?
I was gonna say I'm gonna show you my trick to putting the belt on, by sliding the belt on by yourself. But I don't have to use it to show you.
No. Oh, come on now.
Should we show you
I do.
for the video?
Yeah. I want you to show everybody.
All right. Make sure the belt is not directional. This is
Okay, old belt's off. No, Nordic Track's never done.
so what I do is I need to
How'd you know to look for that? Have you put one in that's been directional before?
The one I got, the last one I got from one of your customers was directional.
Was it
For
really?
Life Fitness.
Oh, okay, for Life Fitness, yeah.
So I put the belt on me
Yeah, okay.
over my shoulders,
Yeah,
and then I lift the deck up,
yeah.
and I hold the belt deck with my left hand, slide it on with my left hand, and I hold the deck with my right, and slide it on, and let my head guide it in.
Are we getting that? Yes, we are.
There you go. How you like that?
Disappeared and came back like Houdini. So that's a good deal. I do like that.
It's easy. The way your head holds it, so it
Easier,
doesn't.
so, yeah. It depends on the size of your head. What are you
Yeah.
trying to say?
But that makes it, that keeps it from getting all bunched
Gives
up.
you more surface, yep. Yeah, usually I have to put like 3 or 4 screwdrivers and kind of
Yeah, I never do that anymore.
just hold the deck up just a little bit and slide one side on, then hold the deck up the other way and slide one side on.
It's catching over here. There's something on the bottom that's catching on. Oh, there's a, it's a cover for that rear motor. I got it.
No, yeah, okay.
So now you got
Right.
it's on there, right?
Plenty of room. Yep.
But yeah,
I always do front roller
I
next.
always loop it over
Right.
my shoulders. That way I can. It works. I mean,
Yeah, no,
it works.
especially if you can lift the deck up as far as you lifted it up like that. That's pretty
Well, no,
good.
normally it's a flat deck,
Right, normally it's flat,
but
right.
it still makes it easier to do it that way. All right, put the roller back in. Don't forget to hook the belt, the drive belt, because I always do.
Yeah.
Always forget to put the drive belt. I take the roller back out. You ever do that?
Yeah. Not too much anymore, but have I ever
I
done
used to.
that?
I've done it a bunch of times.
Yeah.
Get it all done. I'm like, oh, the belt's not in.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you notice on this type of roller, it's like a lot of other Proform and Nordic tracks. This roller doesn't really sit into the bracket until after you tighten the rear roller up. So it's just going to kind of float here a little bit. He's going to put the front adjustment bolt in, and then we're going to switch over and do the rear roller. Look, this belt's got a nice little fancy N on it too for Nordic Track.
So the other one.
Oh, did it? I didn't pay no attention then. I just saw all the wear marks.
Put the rear bolt with the front one. Because I was like, why do I have 2 of those?
Hang on for 1 second. We're gonna get adjusted to do the, all right, for a little recap, we're getting ready to do the rear roller. So you gotta put all your deck bolts down. Dan's tightening up the last 2 on the other side. Get the rear roller adjustment bolts out. I guess I should make sure I got my side tight. Sorry, I've been in your way right there, but I'm just tightening the bolt up. Not missing much. Okay. So now we're going to move down to the rear roller. Got one adjustment bolt on my side. Don't forget we got it marked so we kind of know where the rear roller is going to sit in the belt. Move the camera over here a little bit. Hopefully that's not too annoying. It is what it is. Alright, so the deck's firmly in, front roller's firmly in. We put the front roller back to a hole that was in the frame. We're going to do the rear roller now. And as he tightens the rear roller, it will tighten up this front belt also. Remember we talked about that earlier. Alright. Let's just rub it on his arm for you.
That's what's good.
Get it tighter, it won't do that.
Yep. I've had one the other day. Could not figure out for life me why it was making noise. It was I know what it was. It wasn't like Felix, it was a Proform. But I put that directional belt on.
Proform?
No, what's
Precore?
Precore. And it was making noise because I flipped the deck.
It was all sandy feeling.
No, I put one of the belt guys on backwards.
Well, yeah, that.
I'm lucky it didn't tear the belt.
Right, yeah.
You got the bolts on
Yeah,
this
that's
side.
not good, yeah. All right, so we're going to take this back to where the original adjustment is, and then we'll put back on the side rails. I'll get back with you then. All right, so the next stage is we're going to run it for a little bit to make sure the belt's somewhat centered. We still may have to do little adjustments as time goes on, but we want to make sure it's pretty close. All right. So the rear roller is adjusted back to the original marks. We're kind of going by the distance exposed on the belt from the rear roller itself. Make sure they're kind of even on each side. Either tighten your side of torque or loosen my side, but I don't know.
We gotta tell you what more.
I mean, just a
don't sit flat. Shouldn't be off.
depends on the belt. These cheaper belts, not really, because they're thin. Those are expensive belts. All right, so next stage is going to be putting on the side rails. So we're going to have to incline it all the way up. And don't forget the screws for the side rails are on the bottom. So we'll be right with you. Yeah, they do take a while to boot up, don't they?
That's the worst thing. That's the worst thing about it.
Yeah. Well, you've already named 3 bad things about it, so it's just hard to work on. What it is, so to speak. All right, so we had to incline the machine all the way up a little higher than what I did when we were taking it off. So that should make putting this back on a little easier. There's little standoffs on the bottom of the side rail. You have it, and the side rail will just kind of sit there, and then there are 4 screws underneath of it. I don't think you really need to watch me do that. I'll just do one real quick, and you'll get the idea of that. So you're just going to do the other 3 down along the side, and then we're going to do the hood, so I'll get right back with you. All right, so the belt went fine. Let me get my camera up a little bit. I got to put the hood back on. Don't forget, this is held down by screws that go in here and through these holes right here. It's hard to see down here now, ain't it? Huh? Since we had it up so high. So I would advise putting it back down to put these screws in. That didn't make it any easier.
Alright.
I guess it's not that much harder either. that's a neutral thing, I guess. Okay. Next thing is we gotta pop this on. This just press it down. Okay, we're gonna turn it on and do final adjustments, but that should be it. And I'll make up for stealing your socket. All right, so belt on. No. Incline won't go down. Incline's not going down. Yeah, but usually.
It won't go, it won't do anything unless you get back into it.
Really? Okay, so we have to reset the machine. A lot of NordicTracks, I didn't think you had to have it powered on.
Well, with these machines, when it goes to that tap to start screen,
Right.
you're basically kicked out.
Right, okay.
I learned that the hard way too. I'm like, what is wrong with this thing?
Alright, so it looks pretty complete. Let me turn it down here.
We're wrong with it real quick.
Looks centered. Screw you up. All right, so that's a wrap. That's it for installing this walking belt on a Incline Trainer 32i. Thanks for viewing, and I'll get another one out to you soon.